really you?
I beat my meat into a cup.
What?
Alright, so I've got to ask really quick, okay? I've been poorly for the last couple of days, alright? But on Twitter, I decided to go absolutely bonkers with it. And I put on Twitter, I'm a little confused about the release tactic for Jane Foster outfits. A character that's just released with a movie starring them has just come out and there's been absolutely no effort made to smack their hero in our faces with new outfits or anything. Obviously, I'm talking about the fact that we still haven't received an MCU Jane Foster outfit or any new Jane Foster outfit for that matter, especially given that she's a brand new character and it just makes no sense. Now, I know that people are going to instantly get annoyed with me when I talk about this, right? Because it's been a while since I've done a good old juicy rant on Marvel's Avengers. So much so that people come up me sideways on Twitter. One of them even called Hyrule my boyfriend. So, you can probably tell that this is a very juicy subject. But I keep on saying on Twitter, right? Jane released with one singular outfit, right? The Mighty Thor one. Ridiculous. You know, it's a new character. I thought, you know, what's all the money? You know, you guys need to make some money. And, you know, you had no loading screens, you had no comics, you had no cutscenes. Like, this was a real, like, minimal effort sort of hero, you know what I mean? Like, and I say minimal effort, obviously it didn't take no effort. Developing is hard, and I understand that. I understand that making these characters isn't easy, but I mean, compared to the other heroes, this was a very easy effort. Do you know what I mean? And again, like, if you're not going to put much effort into her, both functionally and advertising, but then what was the actual point? You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, you had her come out, right? You literally advertised her the day before, and now no one knows anything. That's it. Like, you just completely forgot about her. She didn't have that, you know, then all of a sudden you moved on to Thor next week, right, with Thor Love and Thunder and all that stuff, and Jane just got no love after that fact. You know, no one talks about Jane. She isn't smack dab on the front of the Marvel's Avengers, like, you know, cover art with all the other heroes and stuff. When you know, look at the game on PS Store and that, it seems like Jane doesn't even exist. It really does seem like an effort that was done without actually thinking about it afterwards, right? And I actually really enjoy Jane for the most part, but she already seems forgotten about and got like the least amount of effort out of any character we've seen so far anyway. Like, Love and Thunder just released. You have skins for Jane that haven't come out yet, like Thordis, the holy butt-cheek messiah herself, and it's still in a vault. Why? Why did you not decide to showcase that? Because now what you've done is, rather than actually capitalise from a movie with a hero that didn't really work out that well, you've got yourselves an Echo character which has now made people terrified about Bucky and She-Hulk. People are already calling Bucky a Cap clone, and nowhere near as much money to show for it. I just don't know what the game plan was, and it doesn't really make sense to me. But like, and I understand people are going to be like, but Jane Foster was the synergy. But she wasn't, though, because they never advertised it as like, Thor Love and Thunder just released, play as Jane Foster in Marvel's Avengers. You have to look for that. You go onto the main game menu, right? And you look up the game, Jane Foster won't be there. She's not a character that is just there waiting for, like, oh, Jane Foster's in a game. There was none of that. There is no advertising for a skin for her. It literally doesn't exist. Like, the only way you're going to know that Jane Foster is in this game from Thor Love and Thunder is if you decide, I really want to play a game with Jane Foster in it, and type in, I don't know, Marvel game Jane Foster, which might not even come up straight away with Marvel's Avengers, because she's in mobile games, she's in Fortnite, like she's getting more attention over there than she did in Avengers, and I think that that's a really big issue, and I think that's kind of one that's plaguing Avengers a lot, is like they make these big brain plans, but they don't know how to like actually, you know, pull them off, right? Bucky being next, you know, great idea, but you have synergy in August that you could have really benefited by having She-Hulk. It just seems to me like these guys are trying to play one game, but they just don't have the team, you know, there to be able to capitalize fully. You have a team that can make Jane Foster, you know, she's all right. I mean, yeah, she's an Echo, but like, okay, fair enough. You are going to alienate a few people, you are going to scare them a little bit, but at least you're going to make some serious money. But they didn't do that. They haven't capitalized, and the more the weeks go by, the more people are going to stop caring, right? We are on our third reset, I believe, for Jane Foster, and for some odd reason, I have no idea why, they just decided, we're still not going to release anything new for it. The hype is gone. The hype is genuinely gone, in my opinion. I think the amount of outside influence you could have brought into the game to people to buy that skin, get that sort of cross synergy is done. I really do believe that. I think that they took too long, and I think that them not having the Jane skin ready right off the bat is ridiculous. I think that is such a weird business decision, and I think having Thor made sense. I understand what people are saying, but you should have come with both. I don't know why you didn't, and I think that it was definitely disappointing to see Marvel's Avengers make the same mistakes it did with Spider-Man and continue to make those same mistakes there. They really need to find some marketing team or something that can help them out in the long run, and hopefully they can find that. But thank you guys for watching this video today. A little bit of a rant, a little bit of a change of pace. Me yelling it into the void, hoping that Marvel's Avengers can sort themselves out. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in a little bit. Peace. I'm about to morb. Go morb. Go morb. Morty.